Welcome everyone to Gentle Yoga. Please assemble your props around you. You might wish to take a traditional shavasana to start, or you could use your bolster or the bolster substitute and place it under your knees. You might also wish to bring your pillow or your foam core block under your head. And take a moment and settle down. Notice your breath moving in and out of your body. Become aware of the contents of this moment. All of the things you sense. Sounds, the sounds in your room, thoughts in your mind, a fragrance or the smells in your household, a taste or tastes in your mouth. Notice the feeling of your body and its contact with the floor or the mat. Notice your breath moving in and out of the body. And lean in a little closer to becoming aware of your breath. The inhalation moving down the back of your throat, and it's slightly cooler. It has this cool sensation. Upper chest, mid chest, perhaps even moving into your low belly. And then at the fullness of that inhalation, there's the still point, a place where neither inhalation or exhalation happens, and you're just holding for this nanosecond, and naturally the body begins to expel the breath. On the exhalation, up the back body and the front of the body, the belly deflates, the back body presses into the mat, and the breath moves up the back of the throat and out your nostrils. And then at the completeness of the exhalation, there's another one of these still points. Take a few of these breaths, closely observing their journey in and out of the body. And wonderful. Wonderful to be able to breathe with ease. I'm going to lie down now, joining you in a shavasana position, or just laying down on my back. Let's take a square breath practice now. If you like, you can bring one hand just a couple finger widths below the navel, and the other hand could come about at your chest here. Or you don't need to place your hands anywhere. They can just be slightly away from the sides of the body with the palms towards the ceiling. If you wish, you could bring your tongue behind your top teeth at your upper palate. This will help you notice breath moving in and out of the body. The square breath is where the inhalation and the exhalations are bracketed by breath holds. The format is inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, and so on. I'll talk you around that square to get you going. The breath itself, though, is a low, gentle flow in and out of the body through the nostrils. Let's begin with an inhalation. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 3, 2, 1. And you take over. Take 3 more of these breaths, complete cycles. Then together we'll take 3 shared cleansing breaths. A cleansing breath is where you inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the mouth. So let's begin with an inhalation. Big, big inhale, 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 and exhale. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, big breath, and then exhale, and as you're exhaling, take a big, huge stretch. And a yawn. Hug your knees to the chest and rock your body gently from side to side. If you haven't removed your bolster, you can do so at this time. And then gather your knees towards your chest and join us in the rocking back and forth. When the knees have returned to center with one hand on each knee, direct your knees down towards the feet. Right knee moves right, left knee moves left as you circle them around, gathering them back. We're warming up the shoulders and the hips. Continue with this low, slow flow of the breath on the inhalation and the low, slow flow of the breath on the exhalation. Next time your knees have returned to center, gathering the knees up towards the chest and continue circling them. You might like to shrug your shoulders, bringing a bit more movement into the shoulders. When the knees come together, plant your feet on the floor, hip width apart, which is called constructive rest, or you could take your feet out a little further and take some windshield wiper movements, exhaling your knees away from the center of the body, inhaling the knees towards the center and exhaling over. This windshield wipers is a very simple and common transition movement between shapes. When your knees have returned to center, heel toe your feet if they weren't hip width apart, back to that hip width apart and constructive rest position. Gather one knee to the chest, set your foreleg up so it's parallel to the floor, and circle your ankle. Your fingers can be interlaced just slightly beneath your knee, or if you choose, you could place them underneath your leg. Circle the other direction. Float your foot up and point and flatten your foot. Hug your knee to the chest, plant the foot on the floor, come to the other side for the exact same thing, ankle circling. Circle the other direction. Foot floats up, point, flatten. Knee to chest, foot planted on the floor. Now heel toe your right pinky toe to the right side of the mat, left pinky toe to the left side. If you aren't on a mat, the feet are just about 6 or 7 inches beyond your hips. Bring your arms up in the air and then inhale, reach your arms up as far as you can towards the ceiling and exhale back. Reach up, exhale back. One more time. Reach up, exhale back. Form an elbow basket with your arms, opposite hands, clasping opposite elbows. Exhale, knees in one direction, elbow basket in the other. Inhale through center and exhale over. This twist can be a moving asana or it could be a hold. You might wish to just hold it. If you're moving your head or the head is going along with the shape, the head should move in the direction of the arms. Next time your knees return to center, heel toe your feet back to the center of the mat. Walk your heels towards your buttocks. I suggest that's about half a width of the size of your foot. Take your foam core block, put it between your knees, or your substitute foam core block, whatever that is. This is the little bridge flow. On the inhalation, push into the feet. Your back body will rise vertebra by vertebra. Slowly, slowly. On the exhalation, bring your back down to the floor. Inhaling up and exhaling down. If you want to include your arms in this, on the inhalation, the arms rise up over top of the head. They may or may not touch the floor. On the exhalation, they come down beside the body. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. One more time, inhale all the way up. Hold it if you like, hold it, keep breathing. And then exhale all the way down. Remove your block from between your knees or your cushion. Walk your feet back away from the buttocks. Reach beside your body. Grab either your bolster or your blanket or nothing. We'll take the Supta Baddha Konasana, which is the supine bound angle, the pose. First of all, make sure your low back sinks into the support of the floor, bringing the soles of your feet together. With the prop under the knees, it's more of a restorative pose. Invite a softening in your hip creases, the hip flexors. Notice the breath in your back on the inhalation. The back body inflates, and on the exhalation, it sinks down and deflates. The arms can be away from the sides of the body with the palms to the ceiling. If you do have shoulder issues, roll your hands over so the palms are towards the floor. Soften. Rock your head gently from side to side. Wiggle your jaw. Please remember, in your yoga practice, you are your best teacher. If something doesn't feel right in your body, take a shape or an asana that does feel right, like coming into Shavasana or a child's pose. Your body knows best. Let's add in a little self-massage, self-care through massage. I'll take my glasses off and set them off to the side. Float your hands towards the top of your head and give your scalp a lovely massage with your fingertips. Be generous. Now place your hands across your forehead with your pinky fingers just above your eyebrows. Your thumbs may touch your temples. And we'll begin by drawing the fingers away from each other towards the ears, pushing a little bit into your fingertips so there's some pressure. And then you will continue along your center part line, or an imaginary center part line, all across the top of the head. This is called the crown pull. You can do this a few times. Keep breathing. And then take your thumbs and bring them underneath the occipital ridge. This is on either side of the neck, those little indentations. We often know them as the location where neck aches or headaches start. And then with the thumbs and your own pressure, make some circular movements. And then taking thumb, pointer finger, and middle finger, or your whole hand, start to massage the cords of the neck. Up and down, even all the way down as far as you can reach along your shoulders before you are hitting the floor. Massaging out any tension, inviting in ease, and then lay your hands down onto your shoulders and gather your elbows towards your chest. Together we'll take an inhalation through the nose. Big breath in, inhale, and then draw the hands all the way down the clavicle and stack your hands at heart center, which is just between the breasts. And we'll take 3 shared cleansing breaths, beginning with an inhalation. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. One last time. Float your hands up to your ears, and with your thumb and pointer finger and middle finger, massage all around the outer edges of the ears, squeezing and pinching and tugging. And then even the earlobes might enjoy this. Now bring your thumbs to the place where the jaw and the skull meet. And we are often familiar with this if we ever get sick and we have swollen glands here. So at first very gently, and then you can increase the pressure if you like. Massage into this area and continue using those circular movements all along the jawline, the pressure points. You might find places that are a little more sensitive and invite in a tolerable amount of pressure until the thumbs meet at the chin. Then float your hands up towards the top of your head. Massage your scalp, and if you have hair, you can give your hair a bit of tug. Float your arms down beside your body and then move them out so they're away from the side of the body. Rock your head from side to side and savor the self-care. Reach your hands down, guide your knees back, and then if you have a bolster, it might have a strap on it. You can push that bolster out and place it on the left side of your body. Pull the prop, whatever it is, a blanket out. So we no longer have any props, although you may still have a cushion or the foam core block under your head, and that's just fine. Let's take the strap practice now. I have my bolster on the left side of my body about 6 or 7 inches away from the body. You don't have to use a bolster or any prop at all, except we do require the strap. Grab the strap, place it under the sole of the foot, lengthen the strap, and this is if you have a long enough strap, and wrap it around your wrist. Then place the upper arm on the floor and then grab hold of the strap. And then we'll be moving the leg towards the bolster with the right leg in the constructive rest shape. So moving in and out. You could also just hold the shape. This is what the bolster is there for. Now we'll do what I call the crossover. So take the strap, place it in the other hand with the same setup, and cross your right leg over your left leg over your right leg You can roll over onto your right hip if you wish to have that left leg touch the floor, or you can make it a flow. Now bring that right foot back into constructive rest. Gather your strap with both hands and pull your knee to the chest. Excuse me. Lengthen the strap and pull the leg towards the chest. And then bring your foot down. Take the strap off. I like to just roll my bolster over my body and set it up for the next side. So now we will be right leg to right side. Now take the crossover. Plant your foot in the floor and gather the right knee to the chest. Float the leg up in the air. If you want, you can pull the leg towards your chest. Please do retain a gentle bend in the knee. And then let's conclude the strap practice by just taking the prop and pushing it off to the side. Bring your feet back into constructive rest. And maybe take some windshield wiper movements. Reach for your foam core block, place it under your head, or you might be using a cushion, but please do place something under your head. This is figure 4. Cross your right ankle just beneath your left knee. Tap your right knee out and hold it here. And breathe. You might notice some tugging in your hip flexor. We want to give the body enough time that it starts to soften. And trust that this will be comfortable. So we're waiting for that point where it becomes softer. It might take about 30 seconds. And then if you want to go deeper, if your body says to move on, then you can take your right arm and place it between the space in the leg. Bring your left knee towards your chest and then interlace your fingers behind your knee. Lengthen your left leg and flatten your foot as if you were standing on the ceiling. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Figure 4. You could also hold your shin with your hands and pulling your shin towards your chest, and your left leg would continue to push into the left, into the right ankle. Keep breathing that low, slow flow of the breath. Lower the leg to the floor, uncross, transition with a few windshield wipes. Set up on the other side, tap the knee out, hold it and breathe. Figure 4 is a modification of pigeon, or it's also known as swan in different yoga traditions or practices. Allow your leg to come down, uncross. And then bring the arms and legs up in the air and take not quite dead bug. Shake your limbs out. And then grab the soles of the feet with the palms of the hands. The knees are tracking towards the armpits. This is happy baby, and some folks like to rock their baby. It's perfectly okay to have something underneath your head if you like. Now, for those of you who would like to take the core practice, which involves lowering the legs to the floor, I'll get you set up. For those of you who have low back issues, just bring your feet to the floor and come into constructive rest, and we'll join you momentarily. For those of you who are practicing leg lowering, bring your hands beneath your low back, forming a triangle, so thumb and pointer finger touch. It would be an inverted triangle. Bring your legs together, bit of a gentle bend in the knees, and then very slowly gathering it at the core, which is just beneath the low ribs, down to beneath the navel, a couple finger widths apart. Just keep breathing, and slowly lower the heels. And finally, when your heels have touched the floor, gather your knees to your chest. Rock your body side to side. Roll over onto your side body. Take your pillow or your foam core block, put it beside your body, bring your head onto your bicep,
The prop will come between the knees. The lower legs will come off the floor. Top arm will come up in the air. Touch your thumb and pointer finger. Start to circle into the shoulder. The wrist and the elbow are soft. The movement is in the shoulder itself as you stir in like a wooden spoon stirring a delicious soup in a soup pot. Circle the other direction. And bring your hands down. We'll roll to the other side and do the same thing. So some of you might like to push your fingers or your thumbs just into underneath your occipital ridge. Same thing on the other side. And circle the other direction. And bring your arm down. Push your prop off to the side and come up onto your hands and knees. This is called tabletop. The fingers are spread wide. They're pointing towards the top of the mat, or if you have a carpet edge or a line on your carpet, that's fine to use that as a guide. If you do have wrist issues, you can walk your thumb towards your pointer finger. If your wrist issues aren't solved by this, you could come up onto your fists. If this still doesn't do the trick, you might wish to come down onto your forearms. You could take cat-cow curls down on your forearms like so. The form for cat-cow curls is exhaling into angry cat. Inhaling into cow, tuck your toes under, tip your tail up and your head up. Exhale, moving really slowly. Inhale, continue. Take 3 more complete cycles. And when you return to tabletop, inhale 1 knee to the chest, kick that foot back, tuck the toes under, push into the toes. You might feel a little tuggy feeling in the Achilles tendon. Hop that leg over the other leg, look over your shoulder at your foot. This is called cat looks at tail. Hop the leg back, the other side, same thing. and return to tabletop. Bring your big toes together and bring your knees towards the sides of the mat, their own sides, and settle your buttocks down towards your heels for the wide-legged child's pose. Bring the place between eyebrow center, ajna chakra, down onto the mat. Legs could be forward. Arms could be forward. I'd like to see that. Or arms could be between your legs. Or for some people, arms are beside the legs. And in this case, then your head would be on you would have your head with the cheek on the mat. And then you might wish to change the direction. Push up onto your hands and knees, returning to tabletop. Let's take Sunbird, the first balance of our practice. I'll grab my glasses, helps to see. Inhale, opposite arm and opposite leg up. Thumb is skyward, foot is flat, as if you were standing or pushing your foot on the wall behind you. Adjust your hips so they're parallel with the mat. This would mean that your leg that's floating, in this case it's my left leg, it should not be higher than the back. Hold it and keep breathing. Hold and breathe. Hold. 3 slow elbow to knees. 3, 2, 1, and hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Shake your wrist out. Come to the other side. Inhale up and hold it. Hold. Flatten that foot. Hold it and breathe. Might be a little shaky in the body. That's okay. Hold. Hold. 3 slow elbow to knees. 3, 2, 1, and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Shake your wrist out. Let's take a squat. Garland pose, it's called. Get off our wrists for a moment. Feels lovely to stretch the back out this way. This is contraindicated if you have knee issues. If this is the case, you can sit on your bolster or the prop that's substituting for the bolster, or you could just come and lay down on your mat and wait until we're ready to move up, or take any other comfortable shape. If you find that you can't bring your heels to the mat, you can use any prop that would elevate your heels, that would fit under them, and you could come underneath like this, which is also very comfortable.
momentarily we're going to come to standing, and we'll stand up on the inhalation. So let's get ready here. Let's take a big breath. Inhale, inhale, standing up, trying not to touch the floor with your hands, all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders down your back body, all the way up, as if you have no neck, back, and then forward. And then step so your feet are the width of your mat. We'll do windmills. Notice that the direction that I'm moving in, the opposite foot is turning in, and I can even tap lightly the kidneys. And gradually we'll slow down. We are in this wide-legged stance now, so we'll take some breath of joy practices. Inhale low, inhale sigh, inhale up, and exhale down. Once more. Excellent. Let's just do a little bit of work with the neck. Again, we'll roll the shoulders down the back. Imagine that you have a magic marker or a pen on your chin and draw a smiley face with your chin. Your eyes will be looking in the direction and up as your chin moves up. Okay, let that subside, and now place your right hand on your left shoulder and the left hand on top of the right hand, and bring the shoulders down, the shoulder down by putting a little weight in. Now tip your right ear towards the right side of the body. You might notice a bit of stretchiness up the side of the neck. Maybe there's some tightness. Hold it and breathe. Hold it and breathe. And if at some point you feel that tightness subsiding, you might want to turn your head and look down the side of your body. And then inhale up. I see that my little dog has been joining us throughout the practice, little Ginger Lee. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Check your knees now. Are they locked? If so, bring a little bend in the knees. Wonderful. Shake your right arm. Shake your left arm. Shake your right leg. Shake your left leg. Now do the hokey pokey and turn around. Roll your shoulders down your back body. Let's take Vrksasana, which is tree. So we'll start with our feet hip width apart. Bring your hands to your hips. Bring your right leg or your left leg. It doesn't matter which side of the body you're using now. Just use the opposite side the next time. Float your arms up in the air. You could imagine flowers on your arms, which are now the limbs or the branches of the tree. Perhaps there are birds. Perhaps you are just blowing a little in the breeze. You can call it blowing in the breeze rather than feeling tippy. And then you can float your foot up so that the foot wraps around the calf muscle. If you go deeper, I'll leave that to you, because if you know how to do it, if you know how to set it up, then that will be appropriate for your body today. And we always come out of tree or any balance by hugging the knee and the arm to the chest and stepping down. I call this coming out in style. Let's take it on the other side, starting with hands on the waist. Kickstand to start with. Arms, branches, limbs up in the air. Breathe. Hold it. And breathe. Foot floats up. Well, let's just see if today I am not so tippy and I can come a little bit higher. This is only one way of doing it. Nope. So be safe. If you feel like you're going to go down, bring your foot down rather than your arms or your wrists or your nose or your shoulders. Let's come out in style. Knee and arms to the chest, step down. Roll your shoulders down your back body, and then let's step up to the top of the mat. I will be cognizant of you being able to see me. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's connect to Mother Earth. Let's also acknowledge that in the area that I'm living in now, all of us here on Vancouver Island, the unceded territory of our Indigenous brethren and sisters and ancestors. Notice the four corners of each foot, big toe, pinky toe, either side of the heel. Let your attention wander up to the knees. Invite a gentle bend in your knees, a slight bend. Allow your feet to be the roots that are moving down deep into the hot magma of Mother Earth, where there's an unlimited source of energy, an exchange of energy between you and the earth. Now allow a noticing of the tailbone. This is the root chakra, Muladhara, first chakra. It's rooting down into Mother Earth as well. And we're going to invite the spine, the back body, to lengthen upward. And this is as much of a mind movement in the mind's eye as it is actually physically in the body. And so imagine or notice that your root moving up from the tailbone, lengthening up vertebra by vertebra, low back, mid back, shoulders and upper back, back of the neck long, crown of the head skyward. Make sure those knees have a little bend in them still. Eyes might want to be closed. Notice your connection to Mother Earth. Notice your connection to the sky above. And notice that we perhaps are a lightning rod or a rod of energy between the sky above and the earth below. Rock your body back and forth. Rock your body from side to side. Circle your body. Circle in the other direction. Find your exact center. Connect. Open your eyes. Notice the contents of this moment. Take a big inhalation. Exhale. Let's do 3 half-sun salutations. Gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale towards the floor. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, last one. Inhale, left leg up and step back into warrior 2. The back edge of your back foot is parallel with the back of the mat or a line on your floor. The heel of your front foot bisects the back foot. Inhale and move into the knee. Look down on the inside of the knee for your big toe, making sure that the knee and the ankle are in alignment. Bring the arms up at the height of the shoulder with what I call a gentle bend in the elbows. The gaze is over the front hand. Gentle, and this is your home position. Warrior 2. Exhale, exalted warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. If you do have shoulder issues, you can beak your hand on your shoulder or both hands. Become aware of your body in this moment and the gentle flow of your breath in and out of the nostrils, finding that place where comfort meets discomfort. Let's take Trikonasana. Straighten the front leg. Flip your hands over so thumbs are skyward. Tip your hip back. Exhale forward so the right hand is on the inside of the right leg. Gaze up, if your neck permits it, towards your left thumb. And keep breathing. Your right knee is still retaining a little bend in it, and hold it and breathe. And inhale up, warrior 2. This is Archer. Bring your hands so thumbs are skyward. Bring the back hand forward and put an arrow on the imaginary string. Draw through. The gaze can follow the hand and continue, or you can just look forward. Keep the moving arm, the left arm in this case, at the height of the shoulder. And when the arm returns to the back, again, warrior two, bend into that knee, breathe and hold it. And we'll exhale forward into a twist. So bringing the palms of your hands together, and the outer edge of the left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. For those of you who have back issues, you can take extended side angle, where the right forearm is above the knee and the left arm comes over the top of the head with the gaze towards the left hand. Breathe and hold it, and hold it. Inhale up, warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips, pivot your feet, you can shimmy them out, bring as much of a bend in your knees as you need to. We'll take this wide-legged forward fold. For those with lower back issues, only come down so that your body is parallel with the floor and your arms can come to the floor like that. Or you might not even be able to touch your hands, that's just fine as well. For those of you who are practicing the full forward fold, inhale forward, bringing your hands down on the mat, adjust the crown of your head so it moves towards the floor. Now walk your hands all the way towards your left leg, and then walk the fingers all the way towards the right leg. Plant your hands back underneath your face. Your left hand is under the face. Right hand floats towards the ceiling, and look towards your hand. If you are keeping your back parallel, you could just take a stance like this. And then let's change hands. Right hand up, left hand floats towards the ceiling. And bring the arms down, bring the hands to the hips, uncurl the back body, vertebra by vertebra, shimmy your feet in, and turn your right foot out, bend into your knee, returning to warrior two, and breathe. Step to the top of the mat. Come in your mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands to heart center. Ground yourself. Gentle bend in the knees. We'll take 3 shared cleansing breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's take 3 half sun salutations. Those with low back issues, please keep your back parallel with the floor. In other words, don't go all the way down. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up halfway,
Exhale, fold.
Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. When your arms come up in the air, interlace your fingers. Your pointer fingers are pointing towards the ceiling. Bring your biceps behind your ears. If this is possible for you, have your gentle bend in your knees. Lengthen up the back body all the way from the tailbone through the crown of the head, and exhale in one direction. Your gaze is towards the ceiling, where the ceiling and the wall meet, and you continue breathing. And inhale, and then exhale over. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side, inhale up, right leg, and step back, warrior two. Exalted warrior. Warrior two. Triangle or Trikonasana. Warrior two. Archer. Warrior two. Remember, you're rooting down in the back foot on the back edge. So that's pushing into your mat. The weight is fairly even over your front foot. Let's exhale forward in either the extended side angle for those with back issues, or the twist if you wish to take the twist. Warrior two. Step to the top of your mat. Breathe. Gentle bend in the knees. Check in with your body, your emotions. Let's come down to the mat now. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands on the mat. Step back. Come up into high kneeling for the flying cow flows. We'll take 3 of them.
Inhale up, exhale forward into child's pose. Inhale cow, tuck your toes under, hold the shape, hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale angry cat, exhale, exhale, continue exhaling all the way back into child's pose again. Inhale up, flying cow. Exhale forward, cow. Exhale into angry cat. Inhale, inhale, exhale all the way back into child's pose. Last time. Inhale up, flying cow. Exhale forward into child's pose. Inhale into cow. Hold the shape, hold the breath. Exhale, 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 exhale all the way back into child's pose and hold that shape. Continue to breathe. Rock your head gently across eyebrow center. Take 3 cleansing breaths. And then roll over onto your back body for your Shavasana practice. Using the props that you'd like. I'm just getting my timer here. I'll time about 5 or 6 minutes for you. Before we close class.
Allow your consciousness to surface. Bring some small movements to your fingers and toes. You might rock your head gently from side to side. Perhaps you'll make larger movements in your body, maybe stretching and yawning, knees to the chest, hip circles, windshield wipers, whatever you need to do to get your body moving today, make that so. And before we come to a simple seated shape to close class together, roll over onto your side body and take 3 cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. If it feels comfortable, you can bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Hands are palm to palm, thumbs are pressed into heart center. And this is a gesture of self-kindness, self-compassion, self-patience. Lift up your gaze. Offer this practice to everyone else in this world. We're all in this together. One love. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Coming soon, a chair yoga practice, a how to meditate practice, and a relaxation practice similar to a yoga nidra or hypnotherapy. Be well.